What's going on, guys? Before we start the show and everything, I just want to give you guys a big thank you. I can't express enough how much I appreciate you guys and everything. We've only been going on for a couple of weeks. We restarted and everything, and I've had tremendous support. Like a couple videos ago, we've had over 400 views, and I know that may not sound like a lot, but I do appreciate every single one of you guys. And even last week, we had over, 100 and something views. I appreciate you guys, and I want to start doing a little bit more to show my appreciation as we grow the show. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to be it may sound kind of stupid or whatever, but as we grow, we can do bigger and bigger prizes. So what I'm going to do is, for everyone that's viewing and everything, if you like, subscribe. If you already subscribed, then you don't need to subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share, and then comment below that you say like and subscribe and share, or you can say like, shared, and everything. And then I'll go back and then I'll see if you really did like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a raffle. It's gonna be next week, a raffle, and we're going to do a raffle. And basically the prize is going to be either a $15 gift certificate to wherever you want, or if you want me to pay like your Netflix bill or your Hulu bill or whatever the case may be, anything that equals up to $15 or at least. So it sounds crazy. I'm just spitballing. I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't really think about it and everything like that. But I do want to show my appreciation for you guys so much. So please, 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 please like, subscribe. Yeah, like, I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support. You can follow me on Twitter at BlackCat1. You can follow me just about any platform you want. It'll be towards the end of the video where you'll see in the description and everything what all my links are. And thank you guys so much. Don't forget about Herbalife, one of the best sponsors we have. Yeah, so if I guess that's really all I wanted to say in the beginning. So let's get this show started.
Y'all know what time it is. Why? I like to introduce the song. Bow, and present to many. Carolina Panthers. Let go. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kickoff, so go on, let us see. So we can get the kids on and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Yeah, black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Game face on, ready for whatever. Rain, sleet, snow, go through any weather. We gon' play to win, as long as we together. We gon' take it out, cause ain't nobody better. Heart of a champ, mind of a winner. All we do is win, that's the anthem. Show up to your city and make a lot of noise, and they be like, who that? Panthers! Yeah, we be going hard, and we be going strong. We known everywhere, cause we be putting on. Losing no condone that, point blank period. Shut the league down, cause it is that serious. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kickoff, so go on, let us see. So we can get the kids on and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Ciao.
What's going on, guys? This is your boy, the Black Cat, Brandon Herbert, and we have an exciting show today. I know I said I was gonna do another review of the show, and that's what we're gonna. Of the draft, and that's what we're gonna do after doing a lot of film work and a lot of research. I can't wait to get into all the draft picks and everything that we will be discussing. Before we get to all that. I would just want to say, like, subscribe, please share. We're just trying to grow, and then we can do more things the further we go and the more we grow. So, and like I said in the beginning of the intro of the video, thank you guys for everything you do. Let's get into our sponsor. Our sponsor is Herbalife. Herbalife is great for you, good for you. Herbalife Nutrition. You can go to the link that's going to be in the description, and the link is above us as well. If you already know what you want, if you don't know what you want, and you just need help trying to lose weight, gain weight, whatever the case may be, just go to the website. We're offering a free wellness profile. It'll basically break down everything that you need to do. You'll be talking to one of our experienced coaches, and then they can get you and point you in the right direction if you need help with any of that. Now that all the business out the way, I just want to say I've been doing a lot of looking and everything at the draft picks, and I think I am so excited about the draft picks that are coming in. And it's not just coming as from a fan perspective. I kind of see the direction that we're going in. If everybody works out well, we're trying to build a ferocious pass rush. We got, and I know a lot of people are saying we're going to do a mixture. I think we're seeing way more. Like, if you want to say like 50-50 or whatever the case may be, I think it might be a little like 60-40 of our base package being 3-4. Because if you look at the people that we brought in a Bruce Irvin, we brought in a Brian Burns. We brought in Christian Miller. We had Marquise Haynes. Like and Mario Addison. I believe that he's small enough and he's quick enough and he can adjust to standing up. So I think that this is going to be great for us. And I've done a lot of, like, I've told y'all before the draft and after the draft how big of a fan I am of Brian Burns. Brian Burns, he's a lot twitchy, but I think that he doesn't get enough credit for his hand placement. This man has very active hands. He has the speed to get to you. He has a lot of bend. He can dip. He can twist his hips in the right direction. He can do a lot. He has pass rush moves. He has a couple of pass rush moves. The only knock on him is his strength, but as we all know, you can always get stronger, but you can't get more athletic, if that makes sense. Like, you can't, like, the skill set he possesses, you can't just learn that. He's naturally athletic. He's naturally got a lot of bend. He's naturally fast. So I do think that he'll get stronger. If you remember a lot, Julius Peppers was the same way, and I'm not no way comparing him to Julius Peppers. By far probably the greatest Panther ever. You can get some arguments with Steve Smith, but other than that, those two are the best Panthers ever in my view. And of course, when Cam retired, he'll probably be up there as well. But Julius Peppers was this freak. He was this godlike, he had all the measurables and everything. But Julius Peppers was not necessarily 290 pounds from the get-go. He was a little lighter. He had to learn how to play with and get stronger. And I see the same characteristics in Brian Burns. And I am so freaking excited about this guy. Like, guys, you don't even know. Brian Burns. I got him at, like, see, a lot of people are, I'm not going to be overly optimistic, so I got him at 6.5 sacks for this year. I can easily, and I mean easily, see him averting to 10, 11, 12 sacks. Like, he has that ability. I just hope, like, I already know how it's going to be. He'll come in, probably play like 10, 15 snaps the week one, and gradually he'll get, I just hope that we use him on pass rush opportunities, and hopefully by, like, say week 8 or 9, hopefully that he'll show growth enough where we can start depending on him a little bit more during running downs and different things like that. So that was the pick one, and I do believe, like I said, I do honestly believe that he's going to be a steal in the draft at 16. Like, think about this: J.J. Watt, I believe that he got picked at pick 11 or 12. Think about how many teams regret passing up on him. Like, most of the people that got passed up on, or that went ahead of him, are nowhere near this talented J.J. Watt. So just think of this: like, he could be the steal of the draft. He could be, if he's a consistent double-digit sack guy, he doesn't have to be the league leader all the time. But if he's a double-digit sack guy, the pick was totally worth it. Think about that. So we're going to move on to pick 2. Pick 2 was Greg Little. Greg Little, other than Andre Dillard was a lot more polished than Greg Little. Was probably, I had him number 2 on my board when it comes to pass protection. He's a great pass protector. He only allowed, I think, 5 sacks in 3 years of starting. By the way, he's not a young kid. He's had experience starting more than 1 year. In 3 years of starting, he's only allowed like 5 sacks on like 20 pressures, 29 pressures, or something like that. Like, he's a great and phenomenal pass protector, and I think that at least, like, Chris McCaffrey is so talented, he can make do with not great run blocking. But I think at least Greg Little is going to benefit, or Cam Newton is going to benefit from Greg Little more than anything. He's going to, I think this year, if everything drops correctly, and we all know anything can happen, injuries, whatever the case may be, but if everything drops correctly and they perform to their absolute potential, I believe Greg Little and the gang and all, I think this might be the best offensive line Cam Newton has had. And I know people would like to say that I'm hating on Cam and everything like that. Cody Lashley week, I don't get where he's coming from, because, like, I believe that Cam, he does get overly criticized sometimes, but sometimes it's worth it. I mean, it's sometimes he's earned the criticism. Like, you can say whatever you want about his accuracy. I'm not going to go down that road, but in Cody Lashley's mind, he is the number 1 quarterback in the league, basically. And I'm a realist. He's not. I might not even give him top 5. He's obviously a top 10 quarterback. But I do think that he was going into that direction last year, before his injury, to become in that top 10. Because a lot of people don't really talk about it, but he actually was playing very well. And I'm not even just talking his percentage, his QB percentage being higher. Like, before the Washington game, he missed the big throw. But overall, before that Pittsburgh game, he was playing really well. Even the first drive in the Pittsburgh game, he was really accurate. He was, led them down there for a touchdown. It looked like it was going to be another good game from Cam, and then he got injured. So I'm praying that this is I'm praying that this is going to be the best offensive line for him, so we can finally see the best version of Cam. Whether it's an above-average quarterback or an elite quarterback, I'm tired of being in limbo with it and having arguments with Cam should have done this, or people defending Cam when he should have done this, or him getting overly criticized when when he shouldn't, and then not criticized enough when he should. So I'm tired of being stuck in this limbo. This limbo is messing with my mind. So I just want Cam to have everything in place. No more excuses. Throw all the excuses out the window. No more excuses. He should be a great quarterback this year. And I say should. He should be back in his MVP form if the surgery and everything went correctly, because I think he has all the pieces. He has a great running game, a great running back. He has the running back can catch. He can run. He has up-and-coming receivers. And we all saw, and it's a travesty. I don't care what nobody say about Curtis Samuel only being able to do these couple of days. Well, if that's the case, I don't see that. I see him as the best route runner on our team. But if that's the case, if you think he's the gadget guy, well, run the damn gadgets all the time. Like, that's how I feel like. Because remember, in his first 6 touches of the year, he had 5 touchdowns. So, like, it's a travesty. And that's one of the reasons why Ron Rivera shouldn't be there alone. Because Curtis Samuel is a baller. He is a absolute baller. And to have him not involved in the offense more is a damn shame. And if it is North Turner, if it's North Turner doing this, he should be gone. Like, I don't get that. I do not get that whatsoever. And then you have DJ Moore coming back. DJ Moore almost had 1,000-yard receiving when he was barely involved in the offense until like week 6, I believe, when we played Detroit. What are you doing? What are you doing? So, like, Cam Newton should have the weapons. And then he also has Greg Olsen. I know Greg Olsen may not be what he has been, but I like what I saw out of Smith, or you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm going blank right now. But of our backup tight end, like, I love what I saw in him, like, out of him. So I think he has plenty of weapons. We brought in Rashad Ross, and he is a speed demon. I know if you look at, and he's a great returner as well. So if you look at the film when he was in the NFL and when he was in the AAF, he can still play. Like, we brought in Chris Hogan, which I'm not a huge fan of Chris Hogan. I think he's a little bit overrated. And I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of him. He drops a lot of balls and everything like that. Tom Brady made him look better than what I think he is. But, because you can see what he was when he was in Buffalo and things like that. So, we brought in Chris Hogan. I still like Jarius Rice. I like Jarius Rice over Chris Hogan. Jarius Rice, third down machine. Boom. He's gotten so much. He's got so much talent around him right now. It's time for the excuses to dry up. If he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, don't say, "Hey, it was this, it was that, it was this or the other." Put it on Cam Newton. Give him the respect, really. Give him the respect he deserves to know that he should be performing. We see his talent. He should be performing up here and not down there. Like, that, to me, that's about respect. I respect you and your ability enough to know when you should be doing better. I know I got off topic and everything, a little rant there, but Cam Newton, it's on you now. It's on you. So, going back to our third round pick, still, I've tried to weigh all the options. I've tried to do a lot of thinking and everything like that about this, and I'm still upset about. I'm still really upset about the Will Greer pick. Unless we get, which I don't even see us getting a free agent, like one of the top tier free agents that's left at safety, like an Eric Berry or Trey Bostic. I don't even see us getting those. And if we don't, it would be a major failure because in the third round, we had Thompson right there, and he is a rangy, hard-hitting safety that we could have used in so many different ways. I was just imagining the Ed Reed and Thompson, combination. So if we don't get a safety, this pick right here, I don't believe is going to make a difference because I mean, if you look at it, Cam Newton fairly has been healthy in his career. And if this surgery finally cleaned it up, I don't see him getting hurt. So why in the world are we picking a quarterback in the third round, fourth or fifth round, sure, but not when you have a legit safety right there? I don't care what you they want to say about them not drafting a quarterback for 9 years since Cam Newton has been here, whatever the case may be. I don't care. I don't care. You could have drafted a quarterback in the third or fourth round. I'm sorry, in the fourth or fifth round. That is different. Like, it's BS to me. This kid, he might be accurate, but he doesn't have the arm to get the ball downfield. I think he is a career backup that will somebody, hopefully not us, hopefully somebody give us a picks for him, but somebody will give us a, somebody's going to push him into a starting role one day. And good luck, because I don't see it in him. I know a lot of Panther fans and everything want to be optimistic and everything, think that they know this and that, but I just don't see it. So this is probably one of my favorite picks. I've said it several times, and after seeing more and more film, I'm so freaking excited. One of my favorite picks of our draft is Christian Miller. Christian Miller is a absolute beast. And to say, let me put this in perspective. Normal, throughout the season, if you play a big role in the defense or offense or whatever the case may be, you play a big role on the team, you're going to play in probably, let's say you play most of the snaps, you're going to play in probably about 800-900 snaps, sometime 1,000. Rarely 1,000, but I'm saying like 800-900 snaps. Christian Miller, because of injury, and this is probably the reason that I think that he fell, Christian Miller played in 400 snaps. 400. And he tallied 8.5 sacks. So if you want to put it to a bigger number, if you want to average it to what the average player or plays when they played a bigger role in everything, and usually on defense, then you want to average it. He had 17 sacks. Like, it. Just think about that now. Like, think about that. I know that anything can happen or whatever. He might not got 17 sacks, but if you want to just average it out, this guy was pressuring the quarterback. If you look at his film, he was pressuring the quarterback on about half his snaps. Like, he might have not got there all the time. I think that he needs to learn how to finish a little bit more, but I believe he is a very, very similar to Burns. And if we could have those as our key cornerstones for our future, I believe that we're in a great position. Like I said, I see what they were doing. I hope what they were doing is going to work. But we are in position to rush the quarterback. I love that pick, by the way. Like I said, I love the pick. Absolutely do. So let's see. Our next pick, I believe, was Scarlett. Scarlett, to me, I know a lot of Panther fans are liking him as well. To me, I'm not in love with Scarlett. I can deal with it, but I'm not in love with Scarlett because looking at his film, he's very, very powerful. Very powerful. But I know I see, if you look at his highlights, he has a lot of big runs and everything. But if you actually look at the film, he that wasn't him. Like, he got a couple of good runs here and there. That's fine. But he wasn't as explosive as I would like. And that's partly why he probably got picked in the 5th round. So I get that you're saying it might be a good value pick, but at the same time, he's not what I would love in a he's not what I would love in a quarterback. You know, I don't know. Like he's a, I mean, not a quarterback, a running back. He's okay. Doesn't really catch the ball like that or anything like that. So, okay. And then we just got a lot of depth players with our O tackle and things like that. I mean, overall, my draft grade is a B+. It's not an A because of the safety. It almost was a B because that's how important I think that getting a safety there would have been. And the Will Grier bumped it down. So my overall grade, B+. Thank you guys so much for all your support and everything like that. Like I said, I'm going to try to kick another video. I'm not going to make a promise, but I'm going to try to kick another video out by tomorrow, or not tomorrow, by sometime this week. And thank you guys so much for all your support. Like I said, you can follow me on Twitter. If you haven't followed me already, you can follow me on Twitter at BlackCat1, and you'll see it at the credits and everything. And you can follow me on Instagram, Brandon Herbert. You can follow me. Just like, subscribe. Remember, like I said, like, subscribe, comment below, like, subscribe, and share. So thank you guys so much for everything that you've done. Let's try to get this to 200 views this week. Last week I think was like 100 or something. Let's try to get it to 200 views. A couple weeks ago we got it to 400. So let's try to get at least to 200 views. Let's please like and subscribe and everything like that. Let's try to get 15 subscriptions off of this one video. So thank you so much. Share. Love you guys. And don't forget, if you're not a Panther fan, you're not a fan at all. Peace.
Y'all know what time it is. Why? I like to introduce the song. Bow, ha, and present to many. Ha, Kara, line up, let go. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go on, let us in, so we can get the kids on and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Here we go again. Yeah, black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. We gon' get it. Yeah. Game face on, ready for whatever. Rain, sleet, snow, go through any weather. We gon' play to win, cause long as we together, we gon' take it out, cause ain't nobody better. Heart of a champ, mind of a winner. All we do is win, 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 that's the anthem. Show up to your city and make a lot of noise, and they be like, who that? Panther! Yeah, we be going hard, and we be going strong. We known very well, cause we be putting on. Losing on condone that, point blank period. Shut the lead down, cause it is that serious. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go on, let us in, so we can get the kids on and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Here we go again. Yeah, black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. We gon' get it. Yeah.